Hey everybody, this is Rich Condon from Penn Civil War, and today we're actually in Virginia. We're on the battlefield of Salem Church. Today we're going to be shooting a couple of videos around the area, Chancellorsville and Wilderness as well. But we want to stop here, talk a little bit about the action that occurs on this ridge line on May 3rd, 1863. It's actually here in this general vicinity that a Confederate defensive line is set up in reaction to the U.S. Army's breakthrough at Fredericksburg, the Second Battle of Fredericksburg. John Sedgwick's 6th Corps, about 3 miles from here, 3 miles to the east, is going to break through the Confederate line, pushing in this direction. Confederates up here on this ridge set up this defensive line as a reaction to that. And on May 3rd in the afternoon, Federal troops are coming up this ridge, and among them are soldiers, Western Pennsylvania soldiers of the 139th Pennsylvania Infantry, a majority of these guys being from Pittsburgh in particular. They're led by Colonel Frederick H. Collier. In fact, they're going to be positioned about a half mile north of where we're standing across the road, which if you see, Cody, if you can pan across the street here, there unfortunately isn't a whole lot of battlefield or green space left. What we have now mostly are modern developments. As you can see, there's a modern church across the street. We're just talking about the Cheddars about a quarter mile down the road as well. And I just wanted to point this out because when we think of battlefield spaces, we always kind of take for granted these open green spaces. When we go to places like Antietam and Gettysburg, that might be a poor example, or even Shiloh. Here at Salem Church, this is a major loss of battlefield land. In fact, I remember as a kid watching Civil War Journal on the History Channel and seeing this place being used as a prime example for modern encroachment and development on Civil War battlefields. But I just want to kind of lay that out as an example. There's another video we recorded across the road at the position of the 139th Pennsylvania, which is now in the middle of a housing development. Right where we're standing here in this green space, next to Salem Church, which you can see the battle-damaged structure behind me. This is about 3 acres of battlefield that is preserved. It is part of Fredericksburg and Spotsylvania National Military Park. There are four wartime structures within the park itself as a whole. In this space right here, Salem Church, there are 4 monuments, but unfortunately there's not much more than that. We want to stop here for one specific reason though. As I mentioned, about a half mile from where we're standing was positioned the 139th Pennsylvania, advancing generally across the road, coming in this direction. And as they're moving, they come under heavy Confederate fire. And as they start to advance or continue to advance, their national colors begin to come apart. In fact, one soldier from Beaver County, Sergeant Abraham Brown of Company H, says that he picked up a section of the colors or a piece of the colors that fell to the ground. And later on, after the war's over, he begins to assemble a scrapbook, which I hold in my hands right here. Brown is going to post in that scrapbook the section of colors that he picks up off the battlefield here at Salem Church. And if you look closely, you can see he wrote in pencil, "This star was shot loose at Salem Church, Virginia, May 3rd, 1863. And as far as I know, this is likely the first time in probably about 160 years that this star is reunited with the battlefield on which it was shot down. Very likely Abraham Brown never thought that it would make it back here. But if you get a chance, I highly encourage you to come here to Salem Church Battlefield, explore this part of Fredericksburg, Spotsylvania National Military Park that probably doesn't see as much visitation as places like Chancellorsville, Spotsylvania, and the Wilderness.